Jaden, it's been a whole dang 2 weeks since I see you.
Yeah, we really haven't been recording.
No, not at all. Did you miss me?
I did miss you.
Did you?
I missed your face. I missed your smoking hot bod. That candy ass.
Ooh, I thought you were going to say that cannon ass.
Those cannonball ass cheeks.
That cannon of an asshole you got. We're off to a brilliant start to this podcast.
Damn, girl, let me see that cannon ass.
Oh, she's like, yeah, let me. I'm sorry, what? Yeah. Shoot it out like a howitzer for me. That's got to be someone's fetish.
I feel like cannon make more sense for like a dick.
Yeah, I think
Like
so.
dick cannon with cannonball balls.
The only thing I really hate about that though is it makes me picture like you got a big hole. Because it's a cannon, you know.
It's like a regular sized dick, but the hole, the urethra, right?
Yeah, that's the one.
It's like the size of a penny.
Like flat.
You pee and it's just like the thickest stream.
Or it just goes all at once.
Like a pump shotgun.
That's the beautiful and also disgusting thing about Mother Nature is that there's people who are probably into that. They're like, yo, I only like a man with a fat dick hole.
I don't really understand.
Like a woman with a cannon for an ass.
I don't really understand, and like this isn't like a I don't understand these people with it's like I really don't understand fetishes just because I don't really have any.
You can't like get into that mindset, you know?
Yeah, I just it's just not a thing that I've considered. I'm very, very much vanilla.
I'm kind of glad that I am.
Yeah.
Because it's like
I feel like it's inconvenient.
Yeah, because it's like if you I think I don't know how much we talked about it before, but whatever.
I don't think
Who cares? No one's watching this anyways. But like I'm just glad because like if you have a fetish, like that's fine. But if like that fetish is your whole personality, that comes with anything.
Yeah.
Yikes. That's all I'm gonna say.
There's some I feel like there's a lot of fetishes that people will like hide because there's more acceptable fetishes than others.
Oh yeah.
Like if your fetish is like being a swinger, I feel like that's kind of more generally accepted than like having like a foot fetish.
Ugh. Really? You think swingers are more so?
Well, I think swingers are more likely to be like, hey, you know, we're looking for a third. Not that that's what swinging is, but
yeah. We're looking for third, fourth, fifth.
Sixth, hell.
I was going to say the same joke we said on Gang Beast. My freaking brain just shot back. I was going to say the major fourth, the minor fifth.
You need a compilation video of every time we reference Hallelujah.
Oh, just the song Hallelujah. What's the definitive Hallelujah, you think?
What do you mean, like the version?
Yeah, because that's
only one.
No, that song's been covered to high.
I know, but there's only one.
The Shrek one.
Which is the Jeff Buckley one, right?
I don't know. No, that's... Oh, it's going to kick my ass what his name is. It's like Scott Rosenthal. That's not his name at all. It's Patrick.
Swayze?
No. I'm sorry. I got to look it up.
Okay, go for it.
Who are you saying? Who's Jeff Buckley?
Jeff Dunham, not Jeff Buckley.
The Jeff Dunham version. He just does it in everyone's different voice. I'm not going to attempt that. That sounds really hard.
Yeah.
It's the jalapeno comes in. He's like, see, you get it.
Yeah. And the Ahmed.
Yeah.
The
Picture the joke in your head, and it's really funny, I'm sure.
Jeff Buckley's the one that's like the...
Rufus Wainwright. That's what I was thinking.
Because the Jeff Buckley one is the one that like most people know, I feel like. That's the one that like when you look up on Ultimate Guitar Tabs how to play it, that's the one that comes up first.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Did you look that up at some point? That was the first thing that came up?
100% when I was in high school. And I was like, I want to play Hallelujah.
I want to sing it, and then my dad's going to be like, son, I'm so moved. Here's all of my money.
Speaking of music.
Yeah.
A gentleman from our work who works the dishwasher whose name rhymes with lie.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
I figured it out.
Okay, I don't want to just say his name, even though you could probably guess his name.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I don't know. That took me way too long. I haven't been there in a while.
Just leave the whole section out.
Just delete this whole podcast.
So everybody, Matisse and I used to work at a restaurant. Matisse used to work at a restaurant. I currently still work at the same restaurant.
Really rub it in, dude.
Not that it's a fun one to be at.
Is it better right now, or is it?
No, it's worse.
Oh, okay.
We're just... Anyways,
we're just we're in it's like we're in the weeds, but the weeds just keep growing.
I've been lost in there for days with the machete just really slashing the weeds.
And the weeds. I'm starting to realize these aren't even weeds; these are snakes.
Anyways, at our restaurant, there's a lot of people that make music. Matias was one of them.
Yeah.
And a dishwasher at the restaurant put together a playlist of all of the music
That's so
that
cute.
we all play. Yeah, and so he was just playing it in the back, and it was like my band Foxlove, the project of my girlfriend, her name in Lights. There's a lot of Breeze stuff on there.
You're just like you're like is that option? Is that
Yeah.
JP?
Yeah, pretty much. Well,
That's
he told me he was gonna do it before because he like made it and played it in like the same shift. So he was
okay.
like, so he,
Knowing his personality, who you're talking to, I can imagine like that's not something he would keep to himself. Not a very keep to himself kind of guy. He's like,
fuck
this is
you, lie.
yeah, lie. More like liar.
Oh,
as in the tiny little gay harp.
Damn.
Is that what it is? Is that what a liar is?
It's a guitar.
What am I thinking
It's
of?
a little guitar.
What are the little things that the cupids?
No,
go around
you're
playing?
right.
Are those liars?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's pronounced Lear though.
Oh,
Yeah.
leer and sneer.
Yeah.
Jane, have you ever heard of a hornet moth before?
No.
Okay, we made. I'll get back to that. We made like some reference to moths in Superliminal, and I was gonna look up like some green screen moth or whatever to put in to frighten.
And you put in a hornet moth?
No, and I couldn't find just a good video, and I was like, whatever, it's not worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Now everyone knows how lazy I am with my editing. But so I ended up going on a tangent and watching this video about like weird moth species. Dude, moths are fucking insane.
Really?
There's a moth. It's called a hornet moth. It just looks like a hornet, except when
a
you
hornet.
but when you get up close, it's like like bees and wasps and stuff. They're like exoskeleton.
Yeah.
And they're like hard kind of shell.
Yeah.
Like an egg.
They make when you tap them, they make this noise. They go.
Yeah, and if like one
They
like
don't.
yeah.
They're made of metal.
Yeah, like if one cracks into like a window, it goes like, ow, fuck, that hurt. Like a.
It goes.
Hold on, here's the sound.
Yeah.
That didn't work either because my stupid thing is on. My gator is on my.
It goes.
Yeah, it makes like
Slam
it
the
makes
door.
like a hard like ting sound. You know, like a. That's the
Yeah.
one. That's the best one. That's the best one. Sorry.
Oh, Jesus.
But moths are fuzzy and they're kind of gross, but like also really cool. But there's a hornet moth and it literally looks exactly like a freaking hornet. It's super cool because it's like it doesn't have any way of hurting you. It just looks like a hornet. So people go, I'm not fucking with that thing because it's a huge fucker of a moth, but it looks like something that'll probably hurt me and kill me.
Have you seen a hornet in real life?
Yeah,
Really?
There was a swarm once at my elementary school.
A swarm of
A
hornets.
swarm.
Damn.
I didn't even know that they did that. I mean, yeah, I feel like they're normally like lone wolves, but I was like,
that's what I
those
thought
are
too.
big fucking bees. And the supervisor was like, hey, everyone get it.
Everyone get inside!
No, literally, they did like they got on the megaphone. They're like, everyone getting inside, because I think some kid got stung and
Oh
he
my
was like,
God. Like
No,
picking
that
up
didn't
people.
happen.
Like,
there's one in the house.
it's in my brain! It's in my fucking brain!
I can feel it in my sternum. One chest bursting out of people.
That's the noise of the hornet bursting out of the chest.
Because, like, you know, Ant-Man, like, if...
Paul Rudd.
Yeah. For some reason, I thought that wasn't his name because I was confusing his character name. I was like, no, his name is Scott Lang. That's the character.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, his name's Scott Lang. It's Paul Rudd. It's Scott Lang. I've seen the movie. But, like, if he had control of hornets as opposed to ants, he'd be a much more dangerous person.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
You're right.
Because I would not want to be stung by a hornet.
Isn't the hornet a person in Marvel?
Huh?
Isn't the hornet a hero?
That sounds right. Well, no. He has the wasp.
The wasp. That's what I was thinking. Fucking stupid. I just smacked my head.
Yeah, and then the enemy in the first one is the yellow jacket.
Okay, so everyone but the hornet.
Everything but a hornet. And then there's the Green Hornet, which is Seth Rogen. He goes, and then he tells Bruce Lee to do things. He was Bruce Lee. Well, because the Green Hornet was originally Bruce Lee and some other guy. I don't know who the actual Green Hornet was. But he's like, Kano's my sidekick. But Kano's the one that actually kicks all the ass because he was Bruce Lee.
I'm lost.
You never watched Green Hornet?
No.
It was like a black and white thing.
No. I've never seen Green Hornet.
But there's these things called sunset moths. Really pretty. They're like...
Do they look like sunsets?
Not really. They look like... These just like...
Just pretty.
What's that? Like kaleidoscope kind of pattern things. There's owl moths that just look like a big like owl's eyes, and they're really
Those
fuzzy.
are freaky.
They're really cool. Anyways, I found out that I like moths, but also they scare the hell out of me.
Yeah, they're like the ugly sisters to butterflies. Even though butterflies up close are really gross.
Yeah.
Like their faces, like in the SpongeBob episode.
It's
made it. Just a super fucking loud butterfly noise.
Yeah, just like really shaking. Like look at this picture. This looks like a butterfly, like a crazy pretty butterfly. Look at this.
Put it up on screen.
Look at this
Whoa,
sunset
that's
moth.
beautiful. That looks like that would go right above like a white girl's ass, like a tramp stamp.
She just has one captive there.
Yeah, it's just like it's taped to her back, duct tape.
He looks back and goes,
Would you get a tramp stamp for if someone paid you $50,000?
Yeah.
Okay, I would too. I'd probably do it for realistically probably like $3,000.
I feel like I'd be like, you gotta give me 7.
But I gotta pick the tramp stamp for that cheap.
Okay, yeah, for that cheap, yeah. I'm gonna say for about, I want to say like 17 or 20,000 is when I'd be like, put literally whatever you want. It's just not more than a certain size. Whatever you want back there. You can put a bro fist for all I care.
How's it going,
You can just put PewDiePie's face on there. You can put my face there.
So that way, if someone's hitting you from behind, they can think, how's it going, bro?
They can be like, I remember PewDiePie.
Yeah, that's a clapping cheeks. I remember PewDiePie.
I got what's it called? Disney Plus. And I've been on a big Disney kick and also Marvel because they're intertwined. And
you're watching a show that's very, very in right now.
Oh yeah. I'm all caught up. Did you watch the last one of WandaVision?
Did you?
Yeah. For some reason, I felt like we couldn't say the name.
Yeah.
We can't watch it. It's under wraps. Yeah.
You watched it? Okay.
Yeah.
WandaVision spoilers ahead.
Yeah.
And then we don't talk about it.
Yeah.
We just don't talk about it.
Just move on.
How do you like it?
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing: is like ever since Age of Ultron, I was like, oh my god, she's so pretty.
Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, Elizabeth Olsen.
Yeah.
Had a mad crush on her, and now I'm like, yeah, I get to watch a whole show about her.
And she's even hotter when she's not like her character.
Oh, and she's so cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, with her like 50s and 60s hair.
Yeah.
And then when she gets mad, she's so scary.
Yeah, she really is.
She's just no, and then everything goes, and you're just like, whoa, what's going on here? I'm only on episode 2, so I don't know what's happening.
Dude, that twist that it's all Agnes, not all of it, but like pretty much all Agnes.
Yeah, I don't know, because so I didn't know. Normally, like with pretty much every Marvel character that's been like or villain or whatever, I've like known their backstory. Like there's different like things that like Thanos has done in like the comics where like he was famous for breaking Captain America's shield,
breaking Batman's back,
popular one, killing Superman. You made a better joke. I don't know why I tried to add on to it. God, stupid.
He did 9/11. That's it.
Oh my god. Yeah, he's a real villain of his time.
Yeah, fuck Thanos, dude.
Captain America's like, you attack me where it hurts most, my homeland. But he was famous for breaking his shield. I think he like ripped off Iron Man's head and threw it at Spider-Man or something, or he beat him with it.
Like Tony Stark's head?
Either his head or like for something from his suit. I don't know. I remember
like his helmet or like his head.
I couldn't tell you. If figuring it's the comics, like probably his head.
Damn.
And he has Hulk as a pet at one point because he's just so much stronger than him that he makes Hulk submit to him.
Jesus.
And he literally has him as like a guard dog. He stays on all fours. I'm like, wow.
The comics are wacky, dude.
Oh, dude, they're insane because they get so dark. So that's why I was like nervous as hell. Well, that was one of the reasons. Also because like in the movies, he's just fucking scary.
Yeah.
Like the first scene is him just overpowering the hell out of Hulk, and I'm just like, what are they supposed to do?
Just in a theater, just crying.
I was like, he's on a ship with Thor and Hulk, the two strongest Avengers, and he just beat the hell out of them. Like, what are they supposed to do now? So I think that was a good way to make him scary. But yeah, so like in the comics, like I knew I knew about Ultron and all these things, but I was like, who the fuck is Agatha Harkness? Like I have no idea about her. And so I looked her up and I like read a lot of the story stuff and like stuff that might happen in WandaVision. All I can say is I'm scared again. That's it.
Because Agatha's supposed to be like her mentor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In some senses.
Because I watched a lot of like theory episodes on like after every episode ever since like the third one.
Yeah.
And they're like, Agnes could be Agatha
Harkness
because she watches over the twins, and in the comics Agatha is...
Did you hear about Mephisto?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I know the name. Isn't he like the devil in the
Pretty
Marvel
much.
universe? Okay.
I have a Black Panther comic. Yeah, I have a Black Panther comic where Mephisto comes to Earth and he literally just looks like a red like demon, and he looks like a guy in a suit almost, and he's really scary and freaky looking. His mouth is always open, like a mouth breather, just. And he's what happens? I don't remember, but pretty much he's. Did I say it was a Black Panther comic?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. And so Black Panther sees him, and I was like, oh shit, the devil's about to fight Black Panther, and Black Panther fucks his shit up.
Shit.
And it's because he's on Earth, so he's like not powerful at all. But like in his realm, he's literally like OP. It's like that guy Dormammu from Doctor Strange.
Dormammu.
I've come to bargain.
That was a great movie.
That was a great scene.
Yeah.
That scene. If you guys haven't seen Marvel and you're watching this right now and you're confused, that's okay, dude. We'll talk about something else later.
There's just so much Marvel, which is awesome, but also it's so daunting when you want to watch like something like WandaVision, like knowing nothing about it, because then you gotta just like there's so many things that just go over your head.
Yeah, that's very true. But I think that's good because it's like for the people who are invested and for people who like care, that's like it's super rewarding.
Yeah,
because you get all the little references and stuff.
Yeah, like the little commercials in WandaVision. There's one that I didn't get until I watched the video. There's one that's like Lagos, and it's a commercial for like paper towels, like for messes, like you wish you wish you didn't make, and that's because in Infinity War, Age of Ultron, one of the first scenes is Captain America and Scarlet Witch going to Lagos, to a city in Africa.
That's right.
And that's where like they accidentally kill like an entire building of people.
She threw up Crossbones. No. Is that his name? Yeah, that's his name, Crossbones. But that guy, another reason I was scared in the beginning of that movie is because Crossbones is famous for killing Captain America. So when they're sitting there fighting, I was like, no way. I was like, this is not about to happen right now. And I was really nervous. And then he blew up and I was like, whew, it's okay. Just a building of people died.
Yeah.
Just a building full of POCs got blown up. It's fine.
God.
I was like, oh, I really should have looked into myself.
As long as they don't touch the white guy. Am I right?
No, it's because he's the main character, not because... Oh, man, now everyone's going to paint me as they wish.
It's because he's America's ass.
That's America's ass right there.
He kills an entire building of people and he's like, I can do this all day.
He gets another bomb of equal destruction all day. Captain America, stop. No, that's Captain Russia. No, I'm kidding.
In Soviet Russia,
that's who
Captain Russia. I don't know.
That's Captain Russia is he exists and that's cool. That's who David Harbour is gonna play in the Black Widow movie.
Captain Russia.
I think that's his name.
That's like is it Captain Russia?
I think There's a Captain Britain too.
Good. You're really scratching. You're really just digging for gold.
No, scratching. But I got some gold on the way out.
Scratching your nostril. Matthias just picked his nose and then he ate it. And then he threw it back up and ate it again.
I didn't, Jade. You can't prove that.
Fucking disgusting.
These are allegations. I'm going to break that security camera in the corner of the room. I love that video. That little Irish girl.
So funny.
Last thing I know. Did you watch Thor? Like the first Thor?
Yes.
Okay. Because I remember when that movie came out and like he takes his shirt off, I was like, this dude's buff as hell. And like he's super cut, obviously, in all of them. But it wasn't until like later on to like the Avengers or so where people were like unanimously being like, oh my God, he's so hot. And I was like, he's always been hot. Like, what changed? I was like, was Thor just not for popular? I feel like he was pretty watched. No, he had long hair too. He didn't have short hair till Ragnarok. And that was already, people were like, for him.
Yeah.
And you know what I realized?
What?
In the first Thor, he has like blonde eyebrows.
He does?
Yeah, and looks kind of weird. He looks like kind of like, I don't know. He looks very of like his bloodline. He's like, I am white, blonde hair. Even my eyebrows are blonde. Damn.
But they're probably like, he has to be fucking Scandinavian as fuck.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I mean, he's from Asgard.
Yeah.
Like, you can't get much more Scandinavian.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Nordic. Norse.
Nordic.
What's the difference between Nordic and Scandinavian?
There isn't one. I'm pretty sure. Norse is just like...
Is that like Roman and Italian?
Like, yeah, kind of. I think it is. Because Scandinavia is just the entire like like Sweden, Finland, Denmark, that whole area. Norse is just kind of like, I think Norse is relating to like the people themselves, like Norse mythology, Nordic pizza.
Take everything we say with a grain of salt.
Take everything we say with a fuck ton of grains of salt.
Take everything we say with a bottle of jizz. That's a lot of salt.
Matthias, how do you feel about MSG?
I heard people say it gives you cancer for a long time, and then I heard a lot of people being like, it's just a seasoning, and it's just kind of, I mean, it's just a seasoning, and then that was it. And I was like, I don't know where I stand on it. That's about it.
Okay.
But I do know when I ate an entire box full of Chinese food, I did throw up. And that might have been because it was about like 10 pounds of food, and I didn't realize it until I finished it, and like 9,000 milligrams of sodium. Probably the MSG, though.
I was telling somebody at work the other day that I'm sad because I can no longer eat like shit and have no repercussions.
That sucks.
I'm getting to the ripe age of 21 where I eat like shit and I feel like shit.
Yeah.
Because there was one night the other week where I ate a pint of ice cream, an entire bag of extra flamin' hot Cheetos, and a bowl of macaroni and cheese, all in like 20 minutes. And I went to bed and I woke up at 5 a.m. I was like, oh god, my stomach hurts so bad.
Oh yeah, you had the hot shits, right?
Yeah, I have that routinely now.
Okay.
Just because I'm always eating hot Cheetos. I'm always eating I had them this morning because last night
there's a bag of munchies right next to you, and
what was there? just show up.
Who is that? Who are you? That's Jen. She morphs and she's been sitting here the whole time.
It just like vanishes away.
Hello.
Hello,
I'm Jen.
Oi! It's Tuesday, isn't it?
It's Tuesday, isn't it? That's Omar and I do that all the time.
Really?
Whenever we're playing, like we'll slowly start doing like an accent, like a British accent, and then it just gets like more and more impossible to tell what it is, and then it always ends with, "Oh, it's Tuesday, isn't it?"
What was I talking about? Oh yeah, I had really hot shits this morning because last night I had hot Cheetos per usual, and I had a lot of spicy sushi.
Ooh.
So I just woke up. My asshole was like, I woke up and I was at work and I drank coffee. And then my asshole was like, we got to shit right now.
Like, right now. There's something evil.
Yeah. And I went to go shit. My asshole was like, we're on fire. I'm like, I don't know what you want. I don't know what you want from me.
We're on fire. Stop shitting. Just turn off the pain receptors. Can't do that. You got to learn your lesson.
That's when my asshole and my bowel's like, we got to keep going. Keep pushing it out. I was like, no, we've had enough.
And you're like,
I'm just sitting there crying.
You're like,
oh, you got to shit, but I can't shit. My asshole won't let me. Just puckered shut.
I know what I have to do. I don't know if I have the strength to do it.
Blow my brains out.
Jeez.
And scene.
I've referenced that so many times, but I don't particularly love that movie.
I know what I have to do, but I
don't know if I have the strength to do it.
What movie is that?
It's Kylo Ren right before he kills Han Solo.
I know what I have to do, but I don't have the strength to do it. Right.
I don't know if I have the strength to do it. And then Harrison Ford's like, he looks at him, he goes, give me my check now. And then he kills him and throws him off the bridge.
This was supposed to be an hour-long shoot.
I have been here for 6 hours. I've done 3 scenes. I'm old. I'm tired. Check. And Kylo's like, thank you, Father. And then he stabs him and throws him off the bridge. And Chewbacca goes, sheer shock on his face.
Just pure agony.
I had to prove to everyone that I could do a better Chewbacca than what I did. So I did that noise.
Then you're
Then my
That'd be so funny.
Chewbacca just threw his crossbow on the ground.
Yeah.
If he just threw his crossbow on the ground like someone throwing a fit and just went fuck when Han Solo died, I would have loved all those movies so much more. He's just damn it. What a good visual that would have been. He's not in agony. He's just like
just pissed.
Like someone who lost like a lot of money on like a horse.
Yeah.
I bet on the wrong horse. Fuck. Han Solo's dead. And Finn's looking at him like, Matthias, cut this out. He goes, I don't know this can talk.
Please cut that.
Oh, absolutely, I did. Matthias, just in case you're not paying close attention, hey! Make sure you cut that out.
Thanks, Matthias.
I did. Oh, whenever I edit these podcasts, so it takes up a lot less time. I put it at like 175% speed, and then obviously slow it down whenever I have to make cuts or whatever. But so it sounds really funny, and we sound like two clones of Ben Shapiro talking to each other about just nonsense, and it's really funny.
Really?
Yeah. So if anyone ever gets bored with our podcast,
put it on 175.
Just speed it up by like 1.75. It's really funny because especially like there was some part where like I was talking. We talked about Quentin Tarantino and like feet, and there was something where I said like feet, but like. On the recording back, it was like feet, and it was super fast. It cracked me the hell up. Yeah. So now editing me is laughing because I just said feet really fast, and but like
even faster.
Yeah, but even faster. It was like feet.
He's still laughing. He's still going.
He's still going.
Well done, Matthias.
He's in tears even.
Oh shit.
Matthias, press spacebar. That's it. I'm not gonna ask him to put it in an edit. He's like, it's a podcast. Fuck you. I don't edit here.
Damn. I had something to say, but I forgot. So, fuck me, I guess.
You're right.
You're right.
I hated those movies.
What?
You watched them, right?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I watched one of them with you after I tore a ligament in my knee. And I remember because we parked really far away. We're talking about the Star Wars movies, by the way.
Yeah.
We parked really far away. And we were like, yeah, we're just going to walk there. I'm like, when the fuck do we ever walk anywhere? And we decided, Tias just tore a ligament in his knee yesterday. And I was like, we're going to go see a movie. That's the one thing that I can do right now with my shitty knee. And we were like, yeah, we just got to walk like a block or two. I'm like, this isn't going to heal very fast, is it?
How'd you tear the ligament? You remember?
Yeah, because we were playing a Christmas game.
I remember that.
Yeah, this was, how many years ago was it? It's whenever...
This must have been like 3 or 4.
Was it Last Jedi?
If it was Last Jedi, it was probably like 2017.
This is the one with Rose? No, it was the one before that.
That's the first one. I'm pretty sure.
No, I saw that one. Yeah, it's the... Fuck.
Is that when we went to the theater in San Juan?
Yeah.
And then we saw the guy that was dressed up as a stormtrooper?
That sounds right.
Yeah. Okay,
yeah.
That was when we parked in San Juan.
It's whatever the middle one is. Yeah, it is Last Jedi.
Yeah.
Because, Rise of Skywalker was the last one. Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I didn't like that movie at all. Yeah. But, yeah, at Christmas, we were playing this game where it was like you get 2 balloons and you just try and keep them in the air for as long as you can.
Okay.
And whoever keeps them in the air the longest gets like the little bonus present. We set up like a bunch of little like white elephant kind of games and like stuff like that, and that was a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. And
this is really shittily.
Thank you for sounding super interested in my fucking cool story.
That's crazy.
I felt like such a bitch too, because like I was balancing them and then I spread out my legs and I just felt like one of my legs, like my knee just go crack like out of place and then in place, and I just went and like I got scared and I fell on the ground and I was like something just happened. Everyone was looking at me. I was like, what? And then apparently my face went white because I was like really scared because like, you know when something cracks and you just hear it like all in your head. Mm-hmm. It was like that, but then it kept like repercussing in my head and I was like, that wasn't right, that wasn't supposed to happen. No, this is gonna hurt really bad. It didn't hurt that bad, but it didn't feel good either. And then my knee got all fat, and I was like, oh. And I looked at my other knee, and it was also fat, and I was like, oh, I'm just fat.
False alarm, everybody. I'm just fat.
I thought I had an injury. Turns out, the knee does hurt, though.
That's like a doctor like, well, we took an x-ray of your knee, and you're just fat. So I'm gonna live? Not for very long still.
Not if you keep this shape.
Yeah, fuck, dude.
Go swimming or something.
Yeah.
Just go outside.
I'm gonna go run a mile for your sake. Shitting on you.
You've inspired me because you're so fat. You're so bad at being thin that I feel the need to be better.
He takes off his lab coat, like folds it. It's fat. As he leaves the room, he slams the door. You can hear him outside. Just fat.
Points at you very sternly and angrily. Fat. But yeah, and then like I think like a day or two after that is when we went to go watch Last Jedi. And yeah, because I was just like, oh, we're just gonna go watch a movie, but we parked really far away, and then we had to walk there. And I was like, I had like gauze around my knee, and I was walking all funny. I was like, cool, dude.
If it was the San Juan Theater, and I know which one we went to, then we probably parked in like a structure.
Yeah,
we had to walk down.
And there is a structure right next to it. We didn't park at that one though.
That'd be too easy.
No. Oh no, it's because we were at a Marie Callender's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was at a parking lot, like a little bit away. Ways away. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Damn, we just doxed 2017 us.
Yeah. Someone's going to go back in time and kill us. Be like, I know where they were on this day because it's after Christmas and The Last Jedi's out. San Juan! San Juan! I don't go there enough. It's pretty there. I'd go there more right now, but I'm not going anywhere right now because I just want COVID to end.
I dated a girl who lived there and didn't drive, and it was such a pain in the ass.
That sounds like a pain in the ass.
It was just far enough away from where I lived
where you're like, where you're sitting in the car for like 30 minutes, you're like, is this worth it?
Enough time to think about it.
Enough time to be like, do I really want to go see her right now?
I'm just gonna turn around.
Be like, I should be excited right now.
Out loud, I just say dreading this.
Ugh. Dread is the feeling I get whenever someone's like, hey, do you want to play Cards Against Humanity?
Really?
Yeah. I like, that was one of those things I realized, like bowling, that I just don't like. Because it's like, it's funny for like 2 rounds and then it just becomes like just tedious. And it's like, it's very low random.
Yeah. It's kind of like
dick fart bucket of cum. That's funny, right?
His card said Mecha Hitler 9000. He win. It doesn't matter what the black card is.
I was like, that takes the fun out of the game.
Yeah, that game used to be fun when we were like in high school.
My favorite card though is still a small gay guitar called a ukulele.
It's just so funny.
It's just like, all right, he got me there. I laughed. A small gay guitar called a ukulele. I was like, did Alex write this?
the best play that I've ever seen. I don't remember if you were there or not. I think you were. It was when we were
at. What play was it?
When we were at bleed this whole thing out because I'm gonna name a bunch of names. Sorry, I'm gonna use for the editing.
Okay.
But it was when we were at Ding T with.
You were what?
We were at Ding T.
Okay.
In Mission Viejo.
I can leave that in.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Place.
But with I think were there.
Okay.
And then probably and then I think. So this was like 2018. Do you remember that, or were you not there?
No.
Okay.
What was the play though?
It was I had the black card, and it was a pity. It's a pity that kids these days are getting into blank, and then played agriculture, and so it's a pity kids these days are getting into agriculture. It was just so because everything else was like, it's a pity kids these days are getting into anal sex,
getting into butt chugging,
yeah, like shit like that, and it was just like agriculture. It's just like I picture just someone that's shitting on people for choosing like a blue collar job.
It's like that's like some old that's like some old dude at Wall Street, and like but like farming's becoming more popular because people are like, fuck the system, I'm just gonna be a self-sustaining dude or whatever.
Yeah.
It's a shame these kids are getting into agriculture.
Yeah, like fucking losers who farm.
Yeah, that's where I have fun, is like coming up with the whole story that justifies like why that card is there. And I was like, that was fun. Yeah. But other people don't do that. They go, bucket of dicks.
Yeah, it depends on the people you play with too. Yeah. Because people that are just like, this is a dirty word I play because funny.
Yeah. And then Mitchell does that well. Really? No, like the thing like that I said. Okay, like gotcha. he uses context a lot. And I'm like, I like playing with you, Mitchell. I like playing with you.
What was the game that we used to play in Mitchell's house? Those like accents?
Oh God, it's in my car. Yeah, no, it's not.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Well, you had.
What's it called? Utter Nonsense. That game is fun.
That game is fun.
It does not matter if you're bad at accents because that's funny sometimes.
Yeah. Part of the game.
Sometimes if you do an accent really well, which my favorite one was always when we got Robot, because that's like one of the few things I can do really well. And then but that game, yeah. So for people who don't know, I was gonna say witches, everyone that's not in this room, but that's a different thing you don't know. Yeah. Utter Nonsense is like Apples to Apples or Cards Against Humanity, where but instead of the card being a sentence, it's an accent. And then everyone has like cards with phrases on them, and it's whoever, I don't know, the judge decides who wins based on what was funniest or whatever.
Yeah.
And you do the accent, and then you read your own card. And so I always like doing the Robot one because I do like that inhale thing. Mm-hmm. I didn't even try. Give me a phrase to say and I'll say it in my robot voice, Jaden.
Please put the pizza in the pasta, but make sure you leave out the breadsticks.
Fuck you, dude. You're such an asshole.
The most not natural or normal sentence.
But please. It was the but please that got me.
Please.
Please put the pizza.
Hold on. I gotta get into it.
Please put the pizza in the pasta.
Hold on. I was almost there.
Yeah.
Please put the pizza in the pasta, but please don't forget to leave out the breadsticks.
It's the S's because you're inhaling.
Yeah. It's those
Sounds
like
funny.
that really sell it.
It makes you sound like a 1990s robot voice.
Hot.
That was terrible. I was trying to imitate laughter.
Please, you fucker. Not so fast, Jafar.
It just sounds like a 1990s like computer generated
Like a
voice.
Microsoft Sam, but it would be earlier, so Microsoft Adam.
Clint.
I said Adam because Adam was the first man to ever live. So I was like, what would be a primitive name? So I guess Adam is the most primitive name.
Dude,
his name probably wasn't Adam. It was probably like, and the girl's name was and
Ooga and Booga. Finna ooga your booga.
Yeah, some like beautiful like white goddess comes down in in a white dress.
Mm-hmm.
Did I say white goddess?
You did.
Okay, I meant to say she's like in a white dress.
Yeah.
And she's
No,
like,
she's white.
She's like, I will tell. Yeah, we all knew that, but we didn't want to say it.
In every depiction, in every religious depiction, they're always white because white is the color of God said in His image, and God's white,
And God's white
which is why He gave birth to white Jesus in Jerusalem,
in the Middle East.
in the Middle East.
Hey guys,
I love
I'm Jesus.
I love when people like debate whether or not Jesus
It's
was
like, why
white.
would it matter? It's like, if God is real, then Israel.
It's holy shit!
Oh, call the Pentagon. If God is real, then he's not gonna look. I mean, I guess he would look kind of human because we're made in his image or whatever. But he would have to be like this multi-dimensional being because like if he was to come down right now, it would be like stabbing a pencil through like a piece of paper. You wouldn't be able to like understand what you're looking at.
Yeah. Are you talking about like if it's
because
like a 2D
like a 2D
world?
plane
Yeah.
seeing something 3D getting
Yeah.
stabbed through it? So we'd be like, we're 3D, and say he like, I don't know, like a 10-dimensional thing or whatever. It doesn't matter. He could just be 4-dimensional. That's fine enough to be a god for us.
Yeah.
And we would just like wouldn't be able to tell what we're looking at. So why does it matter what color he is?
Yeah.
If God was Chinese, the worst that would happen, I go, huh?
The worst.
That's like the worst. I would just like, it doesn't matter. It's
Yeah.
God. If God's real and he's black, are you going to be prejudiced against him? No, you're going to be like, oh, that's God, I guess. Like if Idris Elba played as God, that'd be pretty cool. He played as Heimdall in Thor.
Oh,
Yeah, he's the guy with
he guards the bridge,
He's
right?
so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's cool.
He's Heimdall's in Smite, and everyone thought he was going to be a warrior because of from like Thor, but like kind of not really. But sorry, I had like 6 thoughts and they all just crashed into each other. There's a little structure fire going on in my brain right now. And so everyone thought he was going to be a warrior because of like just his like backstory and all that. But he's a hunter, which means people who don't know that he's like usually people with like bow and arrows, like ranged basic attacks kind of thing. But he doesn't have like a bow and arrow or anything like that. So he just throws axes at people. Just, woof, woof, and they're like big cleaves that fly in. I'm like, that's so dumb, but it's so cool. He's like my best hunter. I'm so good with him because he hits really fucking hard because he's throwing axes at people.
That'll do it.
Yeah. Dude, if someone like threw an axe and they put their hand down and like another one just spawned in their hand, I'd be like, yeah, we're done. You missed the first one. I'm quitting. I surrender. Have my money. Have the deed to my house. Jaden, where is the deed to your house? Do you have one?
It's in my pocket. Just whip it out.
Just like a Timmy Turner looking ass deed.
With like the ribbon on it.
Yeah.
And it's like a scroll.
And like a little like metal on it.
Yeah.
The deed.
The deed.
The Doug Dimmadome deed.
Doug damn it. I don't have a deed to my house because I don't live in a house.
I know. I realized that.
It.
I realized that
Fucker.
after I said it. I'm sorry.
You don't have I don't even. What is a modern day deed? Isn't like a pink slip or something? No, it's a car.
Can you challenge your landlord to a duel and be like, I will duel you for the right to the deed to this building?
and he like whips out like he like says nothing and like opens his desk and pulls out like a wooden box and opens it. It's 2 dueling pistols.
He goes, "Oh, it's been too long."
He goes, "Meet at dawn."
What are his pistols' names? It's Aegis and Varatha. Like 2 Greek weapon names. Scratch my head. Scratch my head.
I had a guest the other day at work
whose name was Varatha.
Yes.
That's pretty intense.
Who was trying to order stuff that we were out of, which isn't his fault because they're on the menu. But we're out of it. Fucking stupid.
You should have been like, "Oh, sir, actually," and you grab the back of his head, slam it on the table, break the giant ass plates there in half, and his wife goes, "Oh my god!"
That's all.
That's
oh my
it.
god! Not.
Oh! Yeah, you just slam his head down and just go, "We're actually out of the shrimp right now."
Whisper in his ear, "We're actually out of the shrimp, so I'd appreciate it if you pick something else." And he just bleeds.
He's choking. There's like a large porcelain plate like stuck into his chin. His bones exposed, and you're like, "You're gonna have to eat something else."
I'll give you a few minutes. Think it over.
You kiss his ear.
Yeah.
There's a hospital quite nearby.
Quite nearby. I suggest you pay a visit
after you order and tip.
Anyways.
Yeah. So what were you guys out of?
we were just out of stuff, and so at some point I came by. He was ordering like alcohol that we were out of, and so he was like, "You know what?" He was like, "How about you?" He was like a Middle Eastern dude. He had like a slight accent. And he was like, "You know what?" It's like, "You just tell the bartender to make whatever he wants for me, and then it's like, and I'll drink it." And he says, "And if it's not good, you and I are gonna have a duel." And I was like, "For honor?" And he's like, "For honor, here in the courtyard." And he was like, "You get to choose your weapon." It's just a dude with a Middle Eastern accent. I was like, "I love you."
We're going to have a fucking duel, my friend. I was laughing in my head the whole time because I knew I wanted to do that. It's not racist. It's what you sound like.
Accents are funny. I'm sorry.
I think accents are funny. I think they're hilarious. Well, because it's like if you're trying to speak one language, but you're so used to the other one, and then it's like you get a mix in between the two, and it's just funny.
If I was trying to speak French, and the French were making fun of my accent,
you'd be like,
you know what? It's probably funny.
You'd be like the guy from Wolfenstein being like, "Sacre bleu, damn,"
Sacre bleu.
Or no, Wolfenstein.
You fucking idiot.
Have you ever heard about that game or seen it or anything?
Yeah, isn't it like if Nazi Germany won?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a scene where you're playing as an actor. Well, you're a spy and you're pretending that you're an actor who's going to play as your main character. It's kind of confusing because Hitler thinks that you actually died. Okay. Because they did kill you, but then you slimy little Jews use some science to actually bring your guy back to life.
RoboCop back to life.
Pretty much. Yeah. Except he's just like,
we can rebuild.
Man, we can rebuild.
We have the technology.
Yeah. So they brought him back to life, and then he's auditioning to play the role so he can get close to Hitler and kill him. Why did I bring that up?
Because you're talking about Wolfenstein. I don't know why.
Oh, but yeah, and so he's a terrible actor. I thought he spoke in a different language, but I was confusing him with the guy from Inglourious Bastards, Brad Pitt, when he's like, grazie, trying to pretend that he's an Italian man.
Yeah,
grazie. We got one job here: killing Nazis. I fucking love that movie. Brad Pitt, it's a lovable dude.
I still haven't finished all of Inglourious Bastards.
Really?
I think I just started it. Is that the movie where it's Inglourious Bastards, spoilers ahead. But also it's an old ass movie, so fuck off.
Yeah.
Is that the movie where like there's that really tense scene in the beginning with like
Yes.
Okay.
With Christoph Waltz.
Yeah.
Who got typecast as a German dude who kills, and he always has like a secret, like a special weapon of some sort. There was like 3 movies that came out where he had like a trick weapon. It wasn't Inglourious Bastards, but no, it was in Tarzan. He had like this necklace that was like a really strong fiber or whatever, and he would use it to fucking choke people. And then in Django, he had the little derringer that would come out of his hand. Remember?
Who was he in Django?
He was the bounty hunter. He was the other guy with Jamie Foxx.
Oh, the dude in the gray suit.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
He's
Because he extends. Yeah.
I'm a bounty hunter. He talks funny in that movie. I fucking love Christoph Waltz. He's a great actor.
And then he kills whoever with that pistol, and he's like, "I'm sorry, I couldn't resist."
Yeah, he shoots Leonardo DiCaprio in his little flower, and he has a really dramatic like death where he's like, and then he falls on like the bookshelf.
Yeah.
And then Samuel Jackson goes, nah!
I recently started and finished a series because it's a short one. You probably
all these chords right here.
Yeah, you really are. You've probably seen it on. I don't think you've seen it, but you've probably seen it on Netflix. Like,
seen like the cover of it.
Yeah. It's a Bridgerton.
What is that?
It's a show based on a book set in like 1800s.
Nazi Germany.
Yes. It was Nazi Germany before it was Nazi Germany.
So Germany.
It's set in like Victorian England. And it just follows like this girl who's trying to get like, because there's a whole like courting system back then. And so it just follows like this girl who's like the hottest girl in like the entirety of London. And then she falls in love with a dude that vowed to never marry. It sounds very cheesy, but it's a lot of like side plots and a lot of like Bridgerton spoilers, whatever. There's a lot of like miscommunication to the point it's like dramatic irony, I guess. Is that what it's called when you know stuff and the other person doesn't?
I think so.
Where like
schematic irony.
Yeah. like the guy that vowed never to marry because is like the Duke of someplace in England.
That's systemic irony.
That's systemic racism. Which
no, Jaden.
That's it is.
You're right.
But so there's like things where like he'll like do something where it's like I can't marry, but I think I like her, and so he'll like try to get with her. He will like defile her, and then the brother's like, the brother's of course the best friend of the guy. He's like, you fucking defile my sister, but you know I know you're never gonna marry. And so he'll be like, there's only one way to settle this: duel, sunset.
Oh.
And so they have like a duel. And then, of course, she shows up on a horse.
She's like, don't do this, no. You can't beat him. Don't bother. What's the Harry Potter line?
It's that, I think. No, it's not. Stop, Hermione. It's not worth it.
That's the one. Yeah.
She's like,
stop, Hermione. It's not worth it. I want to do that very Ringo-y.
Stop, Hermione. It's not worth it.
It's not worth it.
And then she punches him.
Harry's. Oh yeah. Oh okay. I didn't know it's.
And he goes, oh.
He goes, ow! I got punched in the face by Emma Watson, no less.
He goes, ow!
There's a lot of resonance.
Yeah, they made the cymbals resonate in the room.
Yeah, they went. I was laughing because you were like, is the hottest woman in London, and then this guy, and I was picturing that old picture where that It's Tuesday and it came from, and it was it's so mean. It was like women in like British women, and it's like this cute like blonde girl with a white sweater or whatever, and then it's like dudes in Britain, and it's just a picture. It's that text saying It's Tuesday, isn't it? And it's a picture of a Wendigo.
Oh my god.
Just be like, it's Tuesday, isn't it? I was like, it's not even like they didn't pick like an ugly dude. Yeah. They didn't pick just something barbaric. It's just a fucking Wendigo. If you don't know what a Wendigo is, Wendigo. It's just this antlered bony monster. It's really fun. It's really funny. It's a picture of a fucking funny Wendigo. Yeah, I'd been watching a lot of Disney movies. Like I rewatched Hercules, and pretty much just like reassured myself that is in fact my favorite Disney movie. Yeah. Because fuck, that movie's so good. James Woods. Mm-hmm. Do you know him from anything else other than Family Guy?
Who's he in Family Guy?
James Woods.
Oh. No,
because the high school that Chris and Meg go to is called James Woods High School, but then Brian dates I forget her name, but he dates this black girl, and she wants to She and him, because he's trying to overcompensate for his possible racism, want to name it Martin Luther King High School. And Peter's like, but James Woods rocks. So he brings in James Woods, and James Woods is like, hey guys, you can change it to Martin Luther King. That's fine with me. And they're like, James Woods is such a good man. We're keeping it as James Woods. And he's like, yeah, that's what I wanted. but yeah, he's the guy who does the voice of Hades. And he, no, he doesn't. He does Owlman in something, but you wouldn't know who that is.
No.
It's a DC thing. He was like another parallel universe version of Batman. And he was literally going to blow up everything. He's really cool in that role. Because he wants to kill everything because nothing matters or whatever. He's very edgy in it, but he pulls it off very well. And so he goes to Earth Prime because multiverse stuff, and is like, every time a decision gets made, a new Earth branches off. So there's trillions and trillions and kabillions of universes and whatever. And he's like, but this one that we're on is Earth Prime, and I'm going to blow it up. So once I blow this one up, literally all of existence will disappear. And Batman's like, I'm not super down with that, so I'm going to try and stop you. So Batman, like, teleports him to, like, some other barren land, like, using whatever, something, I don't know. But he pretty much ties him to the rocket, and Owlman's about to disable the rocket, so he doesn't die. But instead of doing that, he, like, looks down and smiles. He's like, it doesn't matter. But in James Woods' voice, I was like, fuck, that was really cool. That was my long-winded way of saying James Woods is Hades. He's really cool.
Okay.
Like when he screams and gets mad at them, I was like, that's a mighty scream. It's like, what? And he like burns all hot and red. Yeah. Meg, she's a banger. She's hot.
From Family Guy?
No. Megara from Hercules.
I mean, we talked about this last podcast. Not last podcast, but
Did
one
we?
of them. Some about that.
We brought it up a little bit. I remember somewhere.
Yeah.
Freaking Danny DeVito as Philoctetes, dude.
Chef's kiss.
Chef's kiss. Kind of hate that. Kind of okay with it.
Favorite is still Mulan, but
that one's great, dude.
yeah.
That like Hercules. Mulan, Aladdin, and Hercules are probably like my top three.
Never seen Aladdin still.
You haven't seen Aladdin?
No. Or Lion King.
Lion King's great. That's a classic. And I have nothing bad to say about it.
And we're moving on.
But Aladdin's just better.
Speaking of Lion King, I went to San Diego Zoo the other day.
Really?
Yeah, on Sunday.
That makes sense. They're open.
Yeah.
How was it?
It's cool. It's chill.
See any big scary fucking moths?
No. I did see some big scary fucking elephants. Some big scary fucking tigers. And some big scary fucking bears.
No one jumped over the guardrail to get eaten by a tiger?
No. Nor gorilla. R.I.P. to my boy.
That was
good man.
There's a gross video of this dude who is jumps over the rail for some reason, and he's just getting eaten alive by a tiger, like very slowly. It's very sad. I'm like, yeah, that dude's dead, and like no one can jump in to save him because like, what are you gonna do? Overpower a tiger? Don't think so.
Yeah, true. It probably has to like tranquilize the tiger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was pretty far.
And then miss and just get the guy. Like, you know, fuck it.
Shit. Maybe the tiger won't eat him because it won't like the tranquilizer. But by then, yeah, he's dead. What was your favorite animal that you saw? Thank you for
fucking capybara, bro.
You saw one?
Yes.
Had you seen one before?
No. I was
nice.
stoked. There was one capybara in a giant ass pen. I was like, that's my fucking boy.
Well, did he have a name?
No, he didn't have a name.
If you had him, what would you name him?
Pepper.
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 This is my capybara, Pepper.
He's just such a fucking large ass rat.
How big are they?
Like as big as like this kick drum right here, probably.
That's kind of intense.
Yeah.
Like a Komodo dragon.
Everybody that hasn't seen a capybara, please do yourself a favor and Google a picture of a capybara. They're just the chillest. They're the largest rodent in the world, and they're so chill.
Are they considered rodents?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So he's just, like, I saw him and he was just like running around, just doing his thing, and then he sat down and he ate some hay. And I was like, this fucking guy.
He's just so fucking chilling. Look at the size of this moth.
That moth is quite large. It's quite a comically large moth.
It's called a Hercules moth.
More like Huncules.
Maybe you mean Huncules. That part made me crack up when I was listening to it.
Just like seeing you rev up for that.
You mean Hercules? Hunk! They're like, chill. Can we get that take again? Hunk! Hunk!
Speaking of hunks, I'm rewatching Glee.
Rewatching? I don't even know you watched it once.
I watched it once.
You watched the entirety of Glee and haven't watched freaking Iron Giant?
Yes,
I was going to say
true.
Iron Man.
Not the entire, just the first couple seasons of Glee.
Just the first 90 seasons.
Just the first 90 seasons of when I was in middle school, I watched Glee because I didn't know any better. But so did Jen. So recently we finished.
Jen.
After we finished Bridgerton, we were like, we need something else to watch because WandaVision is only watchable once a week because we're caught up with it. So I passed by Glee and I was like, I kind of want to rewatch the first 2 seasons of Glee. And she was like, I guess so. I'm like, fuck yeah. That show is so bad, but also like so funny. Because there's like, I'm trying to think of like, there's such like funny, just satirical humor in that show.
Like what?
Don't throw up. I'm trying to think of something. I'm not gonna be able to think about it.
No, you're not gonna be able to.
Because I'm thinking too hard about it.
They're all gonna laugh at you. Just dance it out, Jaden.
Whatever. Just take my word for it.
Okay.
Fuck you. But
I've seen like some scenes from it, like the girl who leaves and then comes back and she yells at who's the older woman with the short blonde hair? Is
Sue.
I'm
Sue
guessing.
Sylvester. She's like the cheerleading coach who hates Glee.
Okay.
And so she's trying to like get it like dismantled.
Oh.
Yeah.
We had someone like that at our school.
Really?
Yeah.
What do they hate?
They hated the drama department.
Who?
Someone.
Okay.
I don't know. Now I'm actually kind of second guessing myself. I'm like,
sounds like we did.
It did happen, right?
Did it?
I don't know. Actually, I don't think it did at all. The hell's the matter with me?
There was a teacher at a school who used to talk shit on the comedy sports. No, he used to talk shit on the drama program because he started the drama program when he was was the drama teacher and then he left and he came back as the English teacher. And so this was after you were gone.
Wait,
No.
so the drama teacher that I had, did he leave or what?
No, we had the same. The El Toro started with the drama teacher that was there from like the 90s to like the early 2000s or something.
Yeah,
And then
that school's been there since the freaking 70s.
Yeah, and then he came back as the what's it called? The English teacher or one of the English teachers. And so he was like shitting on the program. He was like, man, when I was running the program,
It was fucking
fucking fired. He started the comedy sports team.
That's cool.
Yeah, he's a cool dude.
All right, I appreciate him for that.
Yeah.
Dude, I was just like out of nowhere today. I started singing to myself and I was going, every man has a job to do and that job is doing good.
Where's that from?
What do you... Oh, you weren't in that. Never mind. I don't even think... No, you didn't even go to El Toro when we did Superman, right?
No.
Oh, okay, yeah. Whoops. Yeah, we did a Superman play, and that was like the song that Superman sings when he comes home, and he's like, I'm folding my tights and I'm going to bed, and shit's all cool. I'm super man. I'm super dude.
Weren't you a freshman when you did that?
Yeah.
Why would you assume that I was in it?
Because I forgot.
Fucking idiot.
I wasn't thinking about my
God
age, Jaden. I was just
damn it.
thinking about the eternal realm that is high school.
You know that I'm 2 years younger than you.
I thought you were 3 years older than me. I'm sorry, man. Man, please don't get mad, man. Like, come on, fat. Please relax, fat. Come on, fat. That's the doctor coming back.
I just decked the mic.
I heard. It was like boom, boom. Yeah, no, that was. You didn't watch it either, right?
Watch what?
Superman.
No, I
okay.
didn't.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
I remember Omar came and he saw that and he saw me and I was like, I think he was living in Seattle at the time.
Really?
No, that can't be right.
Because I wasn't. You were a freshman. I was in 7th.
Yeah, no, he wasn't.
grade.
What the fuck? Dude, my timelines are all crossed. I'm like Doctor Strange with the thingy.
Oh shit! Master
Yeah.
of the Time Stone.
Yeah.
Protector of the Time Stone.
The protector of the weak.
Protector of the.
Protector of the whites.
I still haven't seen Thor Ragnarok,
That's a great one.
but I've
You
seen.
saw Infinity War though, right? And
yeah,
Endgame, right?
yeah.
Oh,
But I've seen scenes from Thor Ragnarok, and it looks fucking funny.
dude, that movie rocks because it's freaking. It's Taika Waititi who directs it, and he also does the voice of the rock monster that hangs out with Thor.
Okay.
I love Taika Waititi's voice because he's got like an kind of like unusually like low voice, but he kind of hangs out like he's got a lot of bass to his voice, but his voice is kind of higher.
Interesting.
Like, I don't know how to describe it, but he's got that cute little like New Zealander accent. He's like, hey, hey man, I'm Korg. This is my buddy Meek. It's good to see you. We don't really do the whole violence thing around here. Oh no, what's he say? He goes, He goes, I'm trying to start a revolution. I would hand out pamphlets, but there's nowhere to make pamphlets. So you want to start a revolution with me? I fucking love his character in that. But more importantly, I love his homie Meek. He's this tiny, like little. I watched that movie in the theater with someone. I think we were quite high at the time, and he's this little little slug dude. He can't do anything, but he's in like a little suit of armor, so he has like arms. But if you take that out, and he's like just a slug, and so he has like these blades on his hand, and so whenever like Korg and Thor are talking, he's just like in like the corner of the screen, just fucking swinging, just fucking going. He's always training. And Noah's like, Meek is my favorite character in like the cartoon of like Planet Hulk. He was really fucking annoying because he talked and he was voiced by the guy who did Double D and Ed, Edd n Eddy. But in the movie, he doesn't have a voice. He just kind of goes like the spider from Minecraft. Your laptop just turned off. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
Pain and panic.
We've already been recording for an hour.
Really?
Yeah, that's cray.
All right. Well, let's do a hot, solid another topic, and then I am so freaking hungry.
Okay, Jen's on her way back anyways, so.
All right.
So damn it, that really time flies.
Good.
Time flies when you're a brown guy. Up top, brother.
That was the weakest and lamest high five.
It was a hard angle.
Yeah. Came in. I went riding on my scooter.
Speaking of brown guys, go tell your story first though.
Speaking of brown guys, tell your story. I was riding on my scooter, and like I usually do, but then for some reason like my back just like hated it. Okay. So like my lower left side of my back was just like out for like 4 days, and I had a rough week. That was it.
I'm sorry.
I was like laying in bed and I was like, why? I ride on my scooter all the fucking time. Why did this time just hurt? I'm guessing because since it's quarantine, I've been just sitting for most of the time, or like laying down or not moving. Basically not getting stronger because the gyms are closed and running is just too freaking taxing on my shins. Yeah. And I can't really work out in my house because there's just too many people there, and I'm like, oh, I gotta get in some push-ups, and I'm like, Newsome, open up those gyms, please. That's no one was getting COVID when we're there. My stepdad has been going to a gym since the beginning of COVID and has not once gotten COVID.
How?
There's some privately owned gyms that like can get away with it because they're not like big.
Yeah.
Because it's like if Planet
like a chain.
Yeah, like if Planet Fitness or Crunch like stay open, then I'm sure they go like, hey, shut it down.
Shut it down.
Shut it down now.
The big, very large Scottish man.
I would love that if that was like Newsome's like bodyguard and like enforcer that hung around with him. Like Newsome just walks up and he just goes, shut it down now.
Shit, I guess we gotta shut it down.
He's got like a huge broadsword and he wears a kilt, and you can like see his nuts if you go at the wrong angle because he doesn't wear underwear.
And they're like fucking plums, dude.
They're like, dude, those are big. He is like
big balls. They sway.
He's like Linkin Park in Meteora. He's one step closer to the edge and he is about to break.
He's about to nut.
He's finna nut.
Finna nut. Tell
me about your brown boys. Oh yeah, but pretty much, but no one, but that's not where people are getting COVID.
Yeah.
Again, that's
I'll get to my brown boy story in a second.
Okay.
We should play a sport, because that's like fun. That's a good way to be like moving, schmoovin', but it's not just like running.
Yeah.
Jen. Let's
play basketball. Let's shoot hoops with Jen.
Sure, we can shoot with Jen. Jen and I are gonna
slam the ball in her face.
Jen and I are gonna start playing tennis.
Tennis is fun.
Just because she was like, we should play tennis or golf, and I was like, I kind of want to move because I'm not moving a whole lot. I mean, I move at work, but not really.
Yeah.
So I was like, I want to like I need to stop, because like when I'm at home, I'm sitting at my computer for hours doing shit. So I was like, I want to move. I want to like hit a ball in a court and move and have fun. But
like, you can't play tennis. And you're like, but I want to play tennis. She's like, why do you want to play tennis so bad? And you're just like, I can't help it. Because you guys play tennis in that music video.
Yeah. Link to the Crush music video down below. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
But
that is a great song though.
Thanks. Appreciate it. Anyways, I was at work and I had a table. And I'll tell the story when we'll get out the podcast. But
nice job hitting your fucking headphones on the. Matthias put distortion on that, so it's really
and reverb. There was this table, and it was It was just 4 white people. It was two white like women and 2
yuck,
white dudes.
am I right?
That's what I said when I walked up. Hello,
You go up,
yuck.
you do it, but if you did that, but like in a very like gay, like effeminate voice,
Yeah.
you'd get away with it.
Yuck.
You walk up, you just be like, yuck. What can I get you guys today?
Like,
They're
okay.
like, that wasn't very nice, but he is gay, so whatever.
There were 2 very Republican dudes. They're like, okay, fruit. They just say that.
Okay, hoot nanny.
But I'm sure people just assume that I'm not straight at work purely because I wear like a
Lipstick.
I wear lipstick. Because I have my ears pierced. I'll wear earrings sometimes. I'm like, my hair is always like done nice, and I'm like, my shirt's like unbuttoned. I'm always wearing like a chain, like something like. I just don't look like
Wearing dog tags.
I'm super bebic.
They say Stephen Buchanan or James Buchanan Barnes on it.
Correct. But anyways, so I was serving this table, and there's someone else in the restaurant that looks like me because he's the same ethnicity as me and also like the same height.
Oh,
Leave his name out.
okay.
I guess. But he like guess will like mistake us for each other, which is
that
fine.
happened to me a couple times, like from far away. Obviously, when you're like, because like when I would be like washing plates there, and I would see him like back when I don't know if he's not hosting, but when he was hosting, and I'd see him like come up to the dish pit, and like in the corner of my eye, I'm like, why is Jaden wearing a shirt? Like he's supposed to be, wearing a shirt. You're supposed to be shirtless.
Yeah.
I was like, why are you wearing like a black button-up shirt? You're supposed to be like wearing, the what's it called? The uniform. Word. And then I look over. I was like, oh, the corner of my eye. That was Jaden's like outline. I was like, oh, it's a green boy.
But so we I was serving the table, and they were like they weren't like mean, but they were like just very OC family.
Okay. It's
So
like off-putting.
yeah, off-putting. They kind of just say whatever, and they don't really get that stuff isn't like cool to not say. And so like I was like that they're like comment because I was really busy that day, and they made a comment when I was like, they're like, are you like alone out here? And I wasn't, but I was like, man, it feels like I'm alone every day, like as a joke. And they're like, oh, you poor thing. I was like, oh, okay, what can I get for you guys? And so later in the day, my coworker went to go drop off their food, and then one of the women like pulls him aside and was like, hey, you should be helping out your brother. He's overworked.
It's kind of endearing.
It is. So like
because if you were like 2 black dudes, that would be really funny, because it's like you mean well,
but like you just
that
don't
wasn't
get,
for you, but that wasn't for you to say.
Yeah, you just don't get that. That's not
so
something
funny.
cool to say.
I love that. I think it's very cool.
It's like she pretty much just said, "Hey, brown guy, you should be helping out your fellow brown guy.
You guys got to stick together.
I'm sure you guys are tight. Y'all are brown.
You got to have similar interests.
Culture stick together.
You work at a Mexican restaurant.
Like, come on now.
You came here because of the food.
My favorite type of guest is people that are like just slightly racist, just because they're from a different time.
Yeah.
and like they're at their core, I know that they're not racist.
Yeah.
But it's just like little comments like that.
I love that. Because it's not harmful. It's just
not.
funny.
It is just funny.
That's what I like. Is like there's nothing harmful about it. It's just like
he didn't like funny. Call us a slur.
Yeah.
Or she didn't like call us a slur.
You wabs got to stick together, dude.
Is that a slur?
Yeah, it's like short for wetback.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Which is
a slur for
one of the weaker slurs. I can say that one. Also, because I am that, but I mean, even if I wasn't, I feel like I could get away with that one.
Yeah. I don't think there's not a whole lot of words that even people that aren't Mexican could say that I will be offended at.
That's also the thing, is like a huge part of Mexican culture that's
making fun of each other.
Oh, dude, like all day, like you do anything. If you do anything, okay. When I was like 5 or 6. I either didn't wipe right or I shit myself, and I had whitey tighties on, and I had a little brown streak. I was a child, okay? I must have been young. No, I wasn't even in elementary. I wasn't even in kindergarten, so I was probably like 4. So I had a little brown streak on my underwear, as a usual kid would. To this day, my uncle still calls me mole because he thought it looked like mole, like you know the
so gross,
the like sauce. Yeah. Never
funny.
has he ever like not called me that.
That's
when
so
seeing him,
funny.
he's like, mole, and I'm like, still, it's
One
been
time,
I did. It's been almost 2 decades.
Yeah.
You got anything else for me?
Yeah.
So that is huge in our culture. Or like one time, my cousin was like, kind of like a, I can't really think of people do this a lot, but like kind of like a Mexican American kind of thing to do is like when people say like huh a lot, like as in like you get it, being like hey that guy that or being like that girl looks like Oprah Winfrey, huh, like you've heard that before, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, I don't feel like I've ever heard like someone without somewhat of a Mexican accent say that. And my cousin said that, and she said something about someone, I don't remember, but she meant to say like huh mom, but for some reason she said huh like really long. So she was like right, huh mom, and we to this day just don't let it go.
Good.
It's like no,
Yeah.
you don't get to not get made fun of for that.
Mexican families do not forget.
No.
Yeah.
Like my stepbrother called your mom Cynthony once. To this day.
Yeah. And he's not even Mexican, but we are.
No, but we are. So he gets it.
So he gets it. He gets it.
Yeah.
So,
So, not and I think that's good. That hardens our people.
yeah.
I think it's a good part of a culture. I like that part of our culture a lot.
Yeah. I'm sure. As a kid, it definitely wasn't. I was like, I just want to be understood. My family's making fun of me.
Yeah.
But now we're like, that's just funny, and we
It's
get to
like,
do it to other people.
It's funny. It's like now I get to do it to our little siblings, and they laugh, and I'm like, good. So now when people try to attack your fucking core, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
We had a motivational speaker at our high school once. I remember that was the really dumb thing that he said once. My favorite part about that whole thing is that no one got anything from it afterwards. Not from my friend group, at least. We all just made fun of him because he's a motivator.
That's any speaker at any high school.
Yeah, that is the job of a motivational speaker. Is just
be made fun of.
Yeah, you're just material, dude.
Yeah.
You're not motivating anyone. You're just giving me something to work with. Because he was like, so dumb. He was like, they may hurt you. They may make fun of you. They might even attack your core.
Like, no, not my core.
I was like, oh no, dude. No, my abs, my obliques. I work there. It was so funny.
I don't want that out. I work there. That's what you said.
I work there.
I work there at abs, ABS.
But yeah, I remember I was sitting there with my friend like Craig at the time. We were just like I had like my hand like doing that thing where I'm like trying to hide my face, but it looks like I'm leaning like my head, and I'm just like
and exactly like the face of like you're trying so hard not to
just
laugh.
like hand over your mouth.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, it's so funny. We were like, dude, I cannot wait. Yeah, and it was me, my friend Craig, and then fucking Evan, which is like, it's so bad.
Yeah.
When I was in 6th grade once, just once, I was
just
in
one
6th grade.
time. Yeah.
I didn't flunk. Evan and I were in the same classroom, and the teacher had like different seating arrangements for different she was like, it's math time, so let's move the seats around. It was just like a way to like kind of get us used to like in middle school we're going to be going to different classes, so to not get used to the same place or whatever. It was also just nice to switch things up. It's like, now you get to sit next to a different person. Cool. In case you hate, I don't know, Carlos or something. And so she was like, all right, for your math seats. And then she had Evan and I right next to each other. And we were just like, this isn't going to last long at all. And of course, within like 10 minutes, like if you just did a smash cut, it's just like, it's us sitting next to each other. And then like 10 minutes later, it's us being kicked out into the hallway, laughing really fucking hard.
And stay out.
She's like, that's enough. And she has a big black eye. No, because like we kept laughing like about just like dumb stuff, and she was like, guys, if another outburst and I'm gonna send you out into the hall. We were like, okay, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm sorry. And I'm like looking down, I'm trying to actually focus because there's a new teacher and I'm trying to not get off on the wrong foot. And then Evan, sly motherfucker, I see it, he puts his fist up and like he leans over, he's sitting on the left of me, he's leaning to his right, and then he just goes, and I'm already about to cry laughing. He just goes, banana. And yeah, we got sent out into the hallway because I could not stop laughing. It's like if someone says something funny at a funeral, you're like, it's really hard not to laugh right now, only because I'm not allowed to.
When did you say that was? Elementary school?
6th grade.
6th grade. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I don't think I can relate to that. I don't think I've ever really had any good friends, like best friends with me until like high school, and that by then I was old enough where Tristan and I could be in the same class next to each other.
Oh yeah,
and be
it's
quiet
Tristan
and be
too.
quiet enough. Yeah, and Tristan's
it's me and Evan, so it was like just two dummies just really going at it. I was gonna use the R word and I decided not to.
Thanks.
Yeah, thanks. That hurts me. As a
bleep. We'll just take out entirely.
I think that was a great podcast.
No, I disagree.
Okay, 2 more hours then.
Okay.
Punishment. The door's locked. 2 hours. Oh, is that just where we end?